Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, as it were. This gameplay is a really old gameplay. By really old, I mean by really old by Paladin standards. Like, it's at least one patch, if not two patches, old. And, yeah, it was just the last gameplay I had left for Paladins left on my hard drive, and I needed something to talk over. And so we're gonna do it. This is gonna be kind of an update video of sorts, and kind of explaining what happened with me, where I went, and why you haven't seen a bunch of content from the channel recently or at all. So I want to start by talking about this game, Paladins. Now, when most of you guys came over from the Rain Day channel, which I appreciate each and every one of you that did that. I love all of you for doing that. The support I got from that stream where I was talking to Rain about stuff was wonderful. And this is kind of for you guys, for any of my subscribers, but I know that you guys actually did watch my videos and gave me feedback. And so, having to do with Paladins, on the subject of Paladins, when my channel saw somewhat of a renaissance when I started playing this game, and I made like 3 or 4 videos in a row. The reason I was making those videos is because I actually felt like I was good at this game. I really enjoyed it. I loved playing it, and I felt like I had something to actually say about it and stuff to talk about. And I thought that my performance in the game was good enough to warrant me recording. And to be completely honest, I was trying to go competitive with it. You know, I was talking with a few people online that were getting teams together that I was going to try out for, to hopefully play in the Founders Tournament that Hi-Rez is putting together for it. And then a patch hit. I don't remember which patch it was. It was like 9 or 10. I think we're on patch 11. I think it was 9, maybe 10. 9 or 10. I don't remember. But the patch hit, and all of a sudden I lost it. I don't know what happened, but I turned on the game and everything felt really foreign. It felt really alien. I felt like I was fighting with the mouse and keyboard. I tried to fall back on the fundamentals that I had picked up on when I first started playing the game. The fundamentals didn't even get me that far because I was working so hard to try and figure out how to play the game and how to do well again. And so I essentially just gave up on the whole Paladins thing. And it wasn't really that I gave up on, like, I had like 1 or 2 really shitty games and just like, fuck it, I'm out. I'm in between jobs right now and I'm not in school. So I have a lot of time to do this. And when I get into something, I really get into it. Like, when I'm into, when I'm into writing music and playing music, I do a lot of it. When I'm into watching a certain TV show, I watch like 4 or 5 seasons, and then that in like a couple days, like I do a lot of whatever I'm into. And so when I was really into this game, I played it like 8 hours a day. It was like a full-time job because I was trying to go pro with it. I was like, well, I need to devote myself to it. I need to really train and get better and get to the point where I feel comfortable playing with anybody on any team and communicating. And so I played for like 3 days, 8 hours a day when I came back after that patch, and I couldn't play, and I was playing a ton, and it never got any better. I was missing my autos. I couldn't hit anything. I couldn't find any synergies with the cards that I liked that made things work the way I like to play it. The new card system really messed me up, and it sounds like a bunch of excuses, but I take full blame for it. I don't honestly know what happened, but I lost my ability to play the game well. And if it would have been like, oh, well, now I'm just not going to be competitive, it would have been one thing, but this was like, it was 3 days of not being able to get a single win, and losing because of me solely, right? Like, I just lost the game. I don't know what happens. And it happens a lot with me in competitive online games. Like, in Smite, I'll have like a week where I'm just no losses, fucking awesome for like a week, right? And then I'll be really shitty for like 2 or 3. And I've kind of come to expect that. But with Paladins, it was just multiplied by like 1,000. Like that week that I had that I was really good was like I said, competitive level. And then when I dropped it, when it fell off and I couldn't do anything, it was terrible. Like, I don't know. I felt really awful about it. It really got me down. It really bummed me out. So I just kind of dropped the game. And that was right before the holidays. And then the holidays happened. And of course, I didn't touch my computer for like a week or 2 weeks because of, getting ready for the holidays. And family was in town and all that kind of crap. So, and during that time, I wasn't playing Smite. I was playing Paladins. So essentially, I took like a month off from Smite to focus on Paladins and holidays. And once I got back, now I'm playing Smite again. And on the subject of Smite now, chapter 2, as it were, on the subject of Smite, I don't feel like I am playing up to the caliber of, like, essentially up to par of warranting me recording and talking over my games. So I haven't made any videos on it. I've been playing a lot of it. I'm really liking Amaterasu. I'm really liking Chiron. I played Chiron before, but I couldn't never figure him out. And usually when that happens, what I do is I just don't play a god for like a long while, and then randomly I feel like, oh, let's just play this for shits and giggles. Like, oh, I'm stuck in playing the hunter role. Like, we don't have an ADC, so I need to play an ADC in arena. Okay, fuck it, I'll play Chiron because it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I need to learn this god anyways, so let's just try it. And I did that, and I've been kind of getting better at him. And with the Japanese, the Rising Dawn event, I really love the new Neath skin. Neath is my highest played god in the game, which is odd because I don't really think of myself as a quote-unquote hunter player. But I really like Neath, and I've been playing with her skin, I think is the name of it. Anyways, so I've been playing a lot of Smite, but like I said, I don't think that I'm up to snuff as far as content creation is concerned. I don't have stellar games all the time, and I know nobody does have stellar games all the time. But I'm not consistent enough, and the games that I do well in are not good enough for me to feel comfortable making videos about it. I would much rather you guys spend your time watching a quality channel like Rain, or the Rain King, or Diamond Troll, or anybody that is making good content that is actually good at the game. I would rather not waste your time by putting out subpar gameplay just because, like, oh, I want to make a side, whatever, so that's why you haven't seen pretty much anything from me, is because I fell off on Paladins and didn't want to make any more videos on it because I was shitty at the game. Holidays happened, and now that I'm back to playing Smite, I took a month off, and so I didn't have to relearn it. All the fundamentals were still there. I just had to get back into the flow of playing it, and I haven't gotten back into the flow of playing it to the point where I feel like it's worth y'all's time to watch one of my videos over it. So that kind of leads into the future of the channel, which is kind of ambiguous. Like, I don't really know. I started this channel because I wanted to. My goal in a career was to be a video editor online for a gaming channel in some fashion. Like, for a long time, my dream job was working for Rooster Teeth or Achievement Hunter or Funhouse or something like that. And now that I'm going to be going back to school soon for graphic design. So, not that editing still isn't in my mind. I love editing. There's no better feeling to me than getting that perfect edit. I really do love it, and I know that it sounds really foreign to a lot of people to actually really enjoy sitting on a computer and doing this, like, totally menial task that everybody fucking hates. When I was in film school, everybody hated editing. Everybody did. I think I was one of, like, maybe 3 people in the whole program that actually loved editing. But now that I'm kind of going into graphic design, and my brain has started to shift into the possibility of not doing editing as my career, there is no like pressing like, oh my god, I have to make these videos because I have to get better at editing. Yes, I do need to get better at editing, and yes, I do love it, and yes, I will continue to do it. But as far as these online games go, like I said a dozen times, I don't feel like what you would be watching is worth watching. It's not good enough. So I'm not going to do it unless I feel like what you are going to be watching is quality. So, and that goes with everything. Like, I know that there's a whole... I mean, when I started the channel, it was going to just be like I was going to be doing Let's Plays. I came to find out really quick that putting out editing Let's Plays is like the easiest fucking thing on the planet, and it's so boring. It takes like 2 seconds. You load your footage in, you put a fade in at the beginning, you put a fade out at the end, and you export. And then you wait like 5 hours for your video to export or whatever. And then you upload it to YouTube, and you wait like 9 to 10 hours because YouTube is a piece of shit sometimes. And I, like, maybe I'll probably get into it now that I'm not like so dead set on this whole like, oh my god, every video that I have to put out has to have a meaning. It has to, like, I have to be getting better at this. I have to be getting better at editing. This is a purpose. Like, I'm not doing this for fun. Maybe I do need to be doing it for fun, more fun, right? Like, but personally for me, like, the same thing with Smite. Like, I'm working on getting better at Smite. I'm trying to analyze my gameplay and think about every time we lose or every time we win, try and figure out why. Why did we win? Why did I win? Why did I lose with this god? What do I need to figure out X, Y, Z with this person, this, that, and the other? And yes, I do play games for fun. Yes, games are fun. They are a recreational activity. But most of the fun for me is getting better at them and understanding them better. Same thing with editing. Like, I love editing. I do. I love just, even if it's just menial crap, like putting together some shitty 30-second video and putting music over it. Like, I love doing that. But I always had a purpose. Like, there were always reasons for these things. And so it didn't feel like doing Let's Plays were really, like, necessary. They weren't conducive to furthering my career as an editor. And so now that maybe I'm not all that focused on this channel, maybe there will be more of those. I can't tell you for sure. I don't really know what I'm going to want to do. But I can tell you that you probably won't see very many videos from me for a while until I can get to the point where I feel comfortable making videos again. And it may be the sporadic every now and again I do a Let's Play, I have a couple of ideas that I kind of am thinking about pursuing but haven't quite gotten there yet. The holidays and after the holidays have been kind of crazy for the past several weeks, but things are starting to calm down to the point where I'm going to be able to start reworking myself back into a normal schedule of, recording or doing whatever. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on what's going on, and like, I know I'm a smaller channel, and so there's not like a lot of you here. There's a handful of you here, but I do care about each and every one of you guys that have, or people, not guys, but people that have subscribed. And on that point, there was a person that was talking with me during the whole like, oh my god, I'm putting out like 4 Paladins videos, and I did it in like 2 days. That wanted to collaborate with me and be in some videos or do something. And I replied very seriously back that I was going to, and then I kind of fell off the map with holidays and starting to suck at Paladins. And to that person, I want to say, watch the video, hopefully you've watched this video, and understand that I do know that you are there, and I do still want to do something, but it may be a ways in the future. But I don't want it to be all doom and gloom. This isn't a sad video for me. It's not like I'm upset or anything. I just wanted to put a video out to tell everyone what was going on with me, what was going on in my life, and kind of explain to you why you're probably not going to be seeing that many videos from me in the future until I find something really meaningful to me to make. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening. And I will see you whenever the next video is and whatever the next video is. See ya.